and Uruses and
you at the bottom, nigga.
And Porsche Panamera 4S's, man.
Any nigga with money knows for a fact you just lying right now. Everybody know either you lying or you capping. OD. And what's crazy is you capping about something that not even really worth capping.
The value.
None. I did. You just didn't understand it with your broke ass.
You're not saying
You just didn't understand it with your broke ass. You didn't.
Nothing.
You didn't understand it.
What kind of man come on
You didn't understand it, baby. I tried to tell you no. I tried to tell you don't try to play the woman, bring you down. No. Put your life down. I'm off. Now we gonna call.
Yeah, you
no,
bitch. Me a hoe.
You just been that panhandler, and you been playing in the game. Am I? You just sucker.
In 2 weeks, I made like 30
I'm gonna be real.
Did you?
Where's it at?
Where's
it at? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You broke.
Mind your business.
You're broke.
Right.
You're broke. We ain't here to mind business. We here to get into business.
Right.
Man, come on.
So, go. Can you tell?
You know what's sad though? And it's like in reality, y'all. I don't want it to seem like I'm shitting on like normal things. These are good vehicles. The C-Class is a fantastic vehicle for its price, especially 3-4 years used. That has nothing to do with this. It's the fact that she's trying to align herself with the tippity top to the point where she's like, no, I don't even really fuck with scammers. But she's one of them low-level scammers.
She's a low-level scammer, dog.
She is a low-level scammer, but she won't admit it because that destroys her brand of being a top scammer, which is nothing that needs to be glorified to begin with.
And let's also be clear. If you really getting it like that, you're not doing this.
Also, two weeks, 30,000, Marcel, is, even if you extrapolate, because there's a reason she said 2 weeks and not a month. Yeah. Let's say she did 45K that month. That's your best month? You're not in the realm of top scammers. You're not even in the top fucking 70%. Stop it.
But again, I know for a fact it's just a lie because, again, if you was really getting it like that, you wouldn't be all over the internet bragging about it.
Yeah. Scammers most definitely don't get online. Well, sometimes they do, but those ones get caught.
Yeah, all of them get caught, and the money ends up stopping drying up. But you're not getting crazy money. And then even if they go online, they're not bragging about how they got it and how much they're getting it.
Yes.
They're not doing that.
It's funny because as a business owner, you don't just sign off businesses to other people because then it'd be counted as a sale. Like there's a transfer going on. I guess you could transfer it for $0, but you'd have to get lawyers involved to amend the incorporation documents. Like it's a whole process, and you don't really do that unless that person's like a part of your business, like a CEO is about to sign on, or like someone who's of such a high value that it makes sense. And most of the time, even then, there's like stipulations that come with it. You'll get an increments of equity over time. Nobody just signs over businesses to fucking bitches that they're dealing with, bro. That doesn't happen in the world, dog.
It don't.
That does not happen.
And not only that, I gotta say this again, because a lot of women say this, but just in general, bro. Stop saying y'all have businesses and it's like what the fuck she just referenced. That's not a business.
Yeah.
That's literally not a business. Hypothetically speaking, even if she worked herself up or tricked her way up or finessed her way up to a point where she made enough money where she can buy an apartment, and in that apartment was just money that she can pay for another apartment, like that was just ongoing income, that's still not a business. This is not a business. You just own property.
Bro, you trying to monetize getting over on people is evil.
It's crazy.
It's
and then
evil.
bragging about it as if like it's an achievement.
You should find more pride in dealing honestly with people. It should get you excited that you went somewhere in the world in your career and you did it honestly. You didn't have to fucking snake people and cut people off. You didn't have to lie to people and backstab people to get there. Yeah. It should be pride the other way. I'm not letting you sit here and pretend like what you're talking about is worth praising. It is not worth. This shit is sad. It's sad that you have to sit here and talk about loans that you got in cars that you almost put a $6,000 payment on. None of that is impressive.
$200.
It's more impressive to me that you own 30% stake in a company worth $100 million and y'all sold to Amazon and Amazon's running with it and y'all have licensing fees in perpetuity. So you got money coming in forever over your sale, and you did it honestly without having to scam nobody because you provided real value. That's something worth celebrating. You didn't do that. Shut the fuck up. This should not be celebrated. If you have people in your circle that act and talk like that, they're horrible for you. Get them out. They're a cancer. Delete them. If y'all enjoyed the video, the stories we were referencing about the taxi driver is in this video right here. Go ahead, click that one, and you can catch up on more of her BS if you'd like to. Otherwise, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Welcome back, play back. We have another banger. Now, one more time, guys, we're going to figure out what is it that women bring to the table? And hopefully we get some answers this time.
Why do women get upset with the question, what do you bring to the table?
Are you poor?
I'm sorry?
Are you poor?
Am I poor? No? I'm asking a question. Like,
Okay.
we gotta be poor to ask that question?
Kind of.
Explain.
What?
If you looked at me and you saw me, you knew that you wanted me. You're approaching me on rip. What
Probably
does that,
sexually.
I don't think so. But what does that have to do with what I bring to the table? You knew that you saw me and you liked me. So why do
You know what this sound like, Marcel?
Oh my God, this is the worst video that I thought it was. Oh my. She actually thinks she got the upper hand. Like, I'm actually broken this down for a second. Actually, no.
That'd be like if a person asked me, like, "Yo, how much horsepower is shit pushing?" I'd be like, like the 0 to 60 is like, but hey man, it's like it don't really matter what's in the engine. It's about weight reduction. Like you just talk about everything except the fucking question I was asked. It's probably time to talk about all those other topics.
No, what it's like, what you said is partially right. Like, yeah, like, yo, how much horsepower? And it's like, whoa, nigga, you came to me wanting this car. Why are you asking me these questions? He's like, nigga, I want to know. I want to know. I'm assuming it's a lot, but I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and that's why I came to you, but I want to know.
If I see when I like you, that's purely physical, correct?
Depends.
What is the thing?
I'm
going off for that. I'm going off for 2 months.
Am I dumb? Am I missing something?
Bro, if he's never met you before, he's just seen you for the first time. He doesn't know who you are. So the only thing he knows about you is how you look. How could any other variable matter?
Bro,
unless you think he's just projecting like, oh, she seems like a nice person.
Yeah.
She seems like she's very like honest and loyal. Like he's just supposed to assume a bunch of things.
But I'm actively giving you the opportunity to explain to me those things.
You could have met me in the library with a little librarian sweater on.
That don't mean I don't know nothing else about you. So because you're in the library, I like.
I'd like to, if she's bringing something physical to the table, then you know what the fuck she brought to the table. The physical.
Oh, titties and ass.
You asked it to the table, did you not? That's what she brought.
That's all she got. I didn't ask it to the table.
You invited it to the table.
No,
Don't say that's all.
Nobody invited it.
This is like people that ask for $20 and then when you ask for it back, they like, oh, you mad about your little funky $20. Don't say, oh, this is all you got. This is what you asked, so you knew what it was.
If I see
No,
ass and titties,
it's
I'm
not. Oh my God, I'm getting heated already, dog. What's crazy is, again, if we assume that's all you all brought to the table was sexual appeal, then you will be upset at us. So we're giving you the opportunity to be like, yo, I'm pretty sure there's more that you bring to the table than that.
That's a good answer though, because it tells me a lot.
Oh, it lets me know that that's really all you have to offer.
Like if I ask somebody a question, like when I'm interviewing somebody for a job and I ask them questions, their inability to answer will tell me a lot about whether or not they have the facilities for that big money. I mean, I learned a lot from that answer.
Because that's like asking a millionaire, like, what do you bring to the table? Like, of course, the money is there, but like, you would also want to know other qualities that they have as well. So yeah, we can assume off a surface level what they may provide, but I would hope that there would be more, because then that would also allow you to know that I'm interested. I'm hopefully trying to be interested in you more than just a surface level.
But
you don't make it to the table.
So then why are you asking about the table? Why you not asking what you bring to the bedroom?
After we get past the ass and titties, now we want to know what else is behind this ass and titties.
Then you should have.
the time to get to know me,
right.
Figure that out.
That's why we asked that question.
Should we waste our time getting to know you if you bring no value?
Why is that a waste of time? Are you hiring? Like
No, men are the one that's risking themselves in a relationship more than a woman is.
How?
Because we're the one that's spending our time, money, and resources
Child,
and
please.
protecting y'all.
women have money, many women have time.
Y'all
They
wanna
have to
spend
get
your
the
money.
same thing that you have to.
No,
spend.
no,
no.
If you worried about money, then you could dig
It's
up.
not about.
No, you don't. She's acting like in the first 5 dates, she's gonna spend a dime. You're not. You're not.
Why is she so defensive? This is so odd.
Because
She feels like she's being attacked right now.
She knows it's nothing.
Why you feel, bro? That's like if Lo was like, man, I hate dirty niggas, and I was like, yo, what the fuck you trying to say? Like,
Yo,
it's like, why?
give him an opportunity, dog. Like, damn, like, what's wrong? He's like, nah, I just don't like the way they smell. Fuck, man, give him a chance, dog. God damn.
It's like,
He's like, nah, they should really just take a bath. Like, bro, chill out, dog, chill.
Why are you so defensive right now? They're not even being aggressive. They're just having a combo.
Yeah, they're just having a combo. She's like, nigga, God, what's up with this fucking table y'all keep asking us about, huh? Like, we're just trying to figure out what you bring to it.
Yo, no.
Fuck, stop asking us that, damn, nigga.
Wasn't it true that said earlier today that women do not pay on first dates? Right?
I said women shouldn't pay on first dates.
So So that means men's supposed to pay on the first date, correct?
That's what I would
prefer.
prefer.
On the first date. What do you?
doesn't mean-
You're not risking.
What does that have to do with what I'm bringing
You're
to
not
the
risking
table?
anything on that
Obviously,
first
whatever you ask to come to the table is what I'm bringing.
Long story short, you
That's
approached me.
it.
You could have left me alone, and I
So,
would have
so
been
because I approach you, I don't have the right to know what else you're gonna give me in with
I just
being
feel like
in,
if you're
in a
approaching
relationship.
I just feel like if you're approaching the table based on ass and titties and whatever else you saw that you might have liked, you're already doing it backwards.
Well, I mean,
we
Oh my
can-
God, exactly. I'm so I actually can't.
Yo, this
I
is a
actually
dumb
can't.
combo.
This is the dumbest fucking combo I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. I actually cannot fucking. This is so fucking dumb. You're so ass backwards, nigga. Oh my fucking God. What the fuck?
So let me ask you a
You
question.
don't really want me to
What-
be here.
What questions are you asking on the first date?
Do you have kids? Do you have
Why-
a job?
Okay.
Is there somebody that thinks they're in a relationship with you at this point in time?
Right. I'm not going to sit there and ask you what you bring to the table because I'll
Because you're
find
not
out
risking.
throughout
Do you have a
discussion.
job? Do you have a job, right?
That's one of them. Don't
All right,
don't bypass
so-
do you have kids and everything else.
All right, so all right, you ain't got no kids. Do you have a job? You say, yeah, I have a job. Is that the end of that?
No, obviously I gotta ask more questions to get to know the person.
Exactly.
That's what we want to hear.
Start
That's basically what you bring
don't
to the
start
table.
off
That's
a-
basically the female version of
Right,
what you
but
bring
you
to
don't
the
just
table.
start off what you bring to the table.
All right, but
Nigga, how much
Nobody
you
ever
paying?
nobody ever said we started
How
off
much
like
you
that.
paying?
Wait,
It's the same. It's the same thing.
how much you? What does that mean? How much you paying for?
You know this.
Whoa, hold on.
You know this.
Is this a transaction? Are you saying that you can be bought? I'm actually genuinely asking because I don't think it's that.
But not only that.
How much are you paying?
I know, but essentially what she's saying is the exact same thing. Do you have a job? And you know what the follow-up is. Oh, what do you do? The reason why you want to know what they do, maybe you're probably curious, but also you get a better understanding of how financially stable they are, because in terms of a man, what they bring to the table, the priority from a woman's standpoint would be finances. So let's cut the cap, dog. You're basically asking the exact same question, but for whatever reason, because to you, it doesn't come across as demeaning when you ask a man that, you feel comfortable asking a man that. But if a man asks you, fine. Instead of us saying, what you bring to the table, if a man says, what do you cook? Then he asks you, oh, what do you cook? For real, you clean too? What you clean with? Huh?
What you clean with?
What you clean
What is the
with?
appropriate answer to that?
What you clean with? Just a test to see if you really
Swiffer
clean.
mop?
Oh yeah, well, you got the new one. Huh? Like, come on, like, stop. We're asking each other the same thing. The reality is though we don't feel like we're being objectified because for whatever reason it's just been the norm that men, the thing that they have to identifiably bring to a table is financial stability.
I'll bring whatever you pay
We
for.
obviously not starting off on what you bring to the table. We just said that we starting off.
Well, you
on
asked
something
why
else.
women get upset because it takes away from you actually
don't-
trying to take your time to get to know me and
It
ask any other
doesn't.
question.
It doesn't. It makes us want
Yeah,
to
you
invest
know,
our
you a
time.
woman.
No, I'm a man.
ask
I'm
why
a man, and I
women get upset.
asked the women that get offended this question.
Right,
If you
but
get
how
offended,
you know
listen.
why it
Anybody
offends
that gets
women and what it
offended
takes
by this
away
question,
from?
listen. Anybody that gets
Y'all
offended
sound
by this
offended
question,
right now.
yo, Jew.
To me, it just feels like, why are we asking this question after you done tried to touch my body? Like, if you were actually,
your body?
because y'all said you're inviting
Y'all
a person
brought
to
that
the
up.
bedroom.
Y'all said that it was
Did y'all
attractive.
not
Y'all said
just say it
ass
was
and
about
titties. We never
attractive?
said that.
You
We
said
just
I'm
agreed.
inviting you to the bedroom. Y'all
After
said
you
that.
guys
If we
mentioned
see you,
it.
we're attracted
I
to you.
didn't
Yes,
mention that.
physically, yes. But
Both of
what
y'all
else
said
besides
it.
attraction do you bring to the table? Anybody that can't answer this question, male or female, confidently, doesn't have any true value to bring to the table. I
Thank
ain't gonna
you.
hold
But
you.
who said that we
That's
couldn't
right.
answer?
I ain't gonna
Thank
hold
you.
you. He's from New York for sure.
Thank you. That's just the fact. And y'all sitting here beating around the bush is proving that. Y'all are proving it. That's what the reality is. So let's cut the cap. And also the hypothetical that they were talking about earlier where y'all get to the bedroom is just in that specific unique situation where y'all meet each other and smash on the same night. But most of the time in terms of dating, no. There's gonna be a conversation that leads up to it. So that is majority of the interaction that most people have with when someone they're interested in. So let's also cut the cap, dog.
It's a bad convo, though. That's an objectively awful convo.
It is.
Because it's not being had in good faith. And you could kind of just see that in their inability to just answer questions without deflecting and or just trying to bring up something else.
So why can't you
If,
answer?
if you with some white woman in the store and she's like, "Oh, you stole my phone," and she's like, "Show me your phone to prove you didn't steal
That's
it."
a false equivalency.
No, because you don't have to
That's
answer
a
the
false
question. That doesn't
equivalency.
mean that you're an actual thief. You don't have to answer.
That's
So
a
yeah,
false
so
It's
yeah.
equivalency.
the audacity of asking the question that's a
so your
problem.
problem with the question is being asked too soon. Is what you're saying?
It's being asked at all.
But
Take
you
your-
just
That's so dumb.
The reason why it's a false equivalency, just FYI, because you sound mad dumb right now, is because one person is accusing someone of something that they may or may not have done without actual evidence of if they did it or not. The other thing is literally just trying to figure out, before I continue this conversation with you, let me know what is it that you as an individual provide in a relationship before I even continue to pursue a relationship with you.
Why is she so opposed to the question? She hasn't given like a good reason.
She hasn't. Like, literally everything she's given has been straight nonsense.
He's right. It's not just a female thing though. That guy on the left right there. If any person is not able to answer that question, it's because they either don't understand their value or they don't have value at all. One of the two is happening.
Say you asking what's his
Take
job, his
your
occupation,
time.
what does he do, how much he
Take
making,
your
all that
time
stuff.
and get to know a person. Don't come out to me.
Why
Okay,
would I have
so
to
That's the
waste my
follow-up
time?
questions.
No,
That's the
that's the follow-up
Alright.
questions you got.
What's the follow-up to what do you do for a living?
I'm asking a plethora of questions.
I'm
I could
listening.
ask you what's your favorite
I'm
color.
listening.
That don't have nothing to do with what you bring
Answer
to the
the-
table. I'm asking things to get to know a
Oh,
person.
so we
You
just got a
just
mask is
pivoted.
what you saying.
I just
So
feel like,
so men are wrong for being more direct.
But y'all basically putting attraction as all like, I wanted to see you, I wanted to touch your body, I wanted.
Nobody's gonna touch your body.
Why is she stuck on that?
Everybody knows physical.
Why is she stuck on that?
But she has some bad experiences with men, and she
Oh
don't-
my God.
she don't know how to shake it off. So she keeps projecting it on these three here, but I imagine every new guy she talks to too. Yo, get over the shit that you've been through, and take a look at what you're looking for a man, and why you keep attracting men that do that type of shit to you, leave you scarred. Every other person, bro, that has a healthy life and a healthy relationship is not thinking the way that you think. They ask a simple question. Your inability to answer it and your disgust of the question speaks volumes about your ability to even provide any value in a relationship.
She's literally.
Can you imagine if you was like Idris Elba watching this right now? Let's just say a 10 out of 10
Yeah.
nigga, like Idris Elba. And you watch this and you're like, damn, like she's cute or whatever, right? And then you hear her speak, you're immediately turned off. The reason people ask that question is because there's nothing worse than after 3 dates finding out that you actually don't have substance.
Yeah.
Now I'm like $100 down between those dates, maybe $150, and my time that I could have been making money or chilling with my friends or doing any number of things,
Or
I
dating
wasted on
someone
you.
else.
So if I'm asking you the question, it's just tell me the fucking answer. If you don't want to tell me the answer, well, you could go deflect with another nigga who deflects, and you guys can just deflect amongst each other for the rest of y'all lives. But
Facts.
with people that like to answer questions, man, I'll ask him.
Y'all can ask us 1,000,001 questions, and we gotta answer it. We gotta prove to y'all
Ah,
that we
shit, straight to
providers.
the point. That
we
shit
gotta
just
prove to
cut
y'all that we
everything off.
providers, that we masculine, that we assertive, that we can be leaders. All
Now we got
rip.
6 figures.
Protectors, no, I mean,
Exactly, like,
it's
and we
giving-
can't even ask y'all one simple question without y'all getting offended.
It's giving someone hurt me and I'm bitter. Nobody said we're
No,
getting
that's
so
I'm
offended.
smart.
I
That's
just
I'm
don't
smart,
think
and
that
I
it's
want to use my time valuably. Like, so I'm asking the right questions. That's
Okay.
what it's giving. If you really want to ask, like, if you can't answer that, then that's a red flag, and I'm gonna move on to the next.
Oh,
Exactly.
thanks.
All right, well then, all right. Like that's
doing
what I'm
everybody a
saying. Like, if
favor.
y'all can't answer that question, then it's something
Nobody
y'all
said
don't
that
bring
they couldn't
value.
answer. You
not-
asked why women would get offended, so
we
I
not-
gave you
because
reasons
y'all don't-
why. Because
we
you're
not-
trying to fast track the process of getting to know
No, it's
somebody.
not. It's not
Nobody said
fast
we couldn't
tracking.
answer. No,
That's such a.
She just
that's
lied.
such-
Hold on. She lied, Bertha. Because she earlier said, no, earlier he said, so the reason why y'all don't like the question is because it's asked too soon enough. And she said, no, she doesn't like the question being asked at all. And now she's saying the reason why is because y'all don't want to get the chance to want to know me. You said he was wrong, but you're admitting he was right later.
I honestly believe that they don't have shit to offer.
Why do you follow women else?
Y'all can't even answer what y'all have to offer.
did you
Like,
ask it?
What are you talking about?
You
what do y'all
asked
bring to
why
the
women
table?
got offended,
What do
and
you
I
bring to the
answered.
table? Like,
I feel like we answered this question already. and
okay,
you're
so
just
then
not
why
accepting
are
it.
you trying to police what we can ask or what we can't ask?
Nobody. I didn't say you couldn't ask. I told you why women
just
get
not
offended.
asking
You're
me.
not comprehending.
That's
it.
the
It's-
point. You can ask your
problematic.
question. You're just
Okay.
not asking me that question.
I mean, I thought relationships were like y'all was supposed to build together.
Oh my God.
Oh.
You're generalizing.
So y'all gonna sit here and act like women don't want men to already be established?
We're not acting like anything. We answered the question. I'm poised.
All right, you're being
I'm
poised.
poised. Like,
All right.
you asked the question, we answered it thoroughly to the best that
It
we
wasn't a
could.
good enough answer. That's why men keep
mean-
asking this question. I'm gonna keep telling men to keep asking this question. If they can't answer it
They
without
gonna
getting
keep asking
offended,
the question,
then
and
y'all
they gonna
gonna
find the
move
ones
on
that
to the
don't
next.
answer it.
Move
That's
on to the
all.
next.
Even if I wasn't offended, it doesn't matter. You asked, we answered.
Okay, well then y'all don't get chosen. That's it's simple. Like, you know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
you
Like,
think
that's
so?
it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Next question.
Men get, the thing is, men can go anywhere and find a wife. Women can't go anywhere and find a husband. Where can y'all go outside of the United States and find you a husband that's gonna do everything y'all
Where
y'all
have you
require?
been? Where have you been?
Give me an example.
Harlem?
Give me an example.
When I typed in Lexington,
give me an example.
Women can go anywhere and find a man.
No, y'all can't. No, y'all cannot. Give me an example.
This is disheartening.
But give me an example.
I just gotta think about her.
Whoa, she said, you think men are the prize? Quick.
Hold on, but I'm just trying to imagine her going to Ethiopia with like this attitude.
Yeah.
And trying to find anybody or any or really any African country at all.
And it's not working.
No, she'd get laughed out the room.
Yeah,
But give me
Men are
an
the prize.
Why not?
why are we not the prize? Like a rich man can make a rich man can take a poor woman and change her life. A rich woman will not do the same thing for.
That's a definite lie. You know how many bums I know right now living with good women?
And they not marrying
dick
y'all.
alone? You're bugging. You're bugging. You're
Huh?
bugging.
It happens, but it's not the majority.
I know tons of women supporting
the
men with
majority.
good dick only.
That's minority.
And nothing else.
That's the minority.
Trust me.
Are you
I'm not.
supporting any man or helping a man get up?
I've done it before.
Yeah, and a lot of women like to go back to these teenage.
You know what's funny, bro? That the women
You're just
here.
arguing just to argue.
No, but the women are able to readily identify what the men have to offer. Just good dick, that's it. But when they're asked the question, it's like they're flustered.
Yeah.
And they don't like, and it's fine. You could just say maybe you look good. For them, maybe that's not the case. Maybe there's something else that who knows? You know, to each his own. But the question is relevant. You trying to argue the question isn't relevant because you don't like answering it is crazy.
The reality is, I ain't trying to turn it to Kevin Samuels, but the reality is, if we look at what actually happens for a majority of women, especially black women, y'all are not getting married at the same rate as everyone else is.
That's true.
They're not. No, y'all are not. And even when y'all do get married, y'all file for divorce or get separated more than any other subsection of people as well. So the reality is that not only are y'all not marrying at the same rate as the average Americans, but also you're getting divorced and separated at a higher rate as well.
And you know what's funny? She doesn't even actually have to answer any questions for me to learn a little bit about her. She already has taught us, Marcel,
exactly.
that her circle of friends also make bad decisions.
Exactly.
So even if they do have money, they're just fucking with people with just good dick. They have no personality, nothing else to offer, just get dick down and move on. But it's like, that's her circle and that's her life. So when she's picking people based on those criteria and she's wrong, she's gonna turn around and pretend like the man is the problem. It's like, why are you choosing? I feel like if the Sacramento Kings were like, they just keep choosing based off the wrong criteria. Like, man, everybody we choose is a bust or wants to leave. I wonder why. I wonder why they either want to leave or they're a bust.
So bring intangibles. That's what we want to know. Can y'all bring the intangibles?
Bring the intangibles and still get cheated on.
All right, well, that's okay. Well, you can keep negating or whatever.
I'm about to say,
I'm telling you what men are thinking. Y'all trying to combat
You
it.
could bring all of that and you still complaining.
And women don't cheat.
The women do cheat.
All right then. So what
All
the
right,
hell?
so then
And
what are
we
we
cheat
talking about?
back.
Okay, cool.
So why would you bring that up then?
I mean,
just to bring it up. Literally just to bring it up.
Sounds like bitterness. Like I don't.
Yes.
For cat, like,
Not at all. Not at
It
all.
does.
It is. You brought it up for no reason. You just said it just to say it. Women cheat too. Yeah, we do. And we do it better. Like, nigga, what? Come on,
Man,
dog.
Again, horrible combo.
Horrible. And then when niggas say you bitter, you're like, oh, I'm not bitter. Who says I do something negative better than you? Who says that?
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If a robber came right in here with a gun,
I got a taser in my bag.
who's gonna look at? Y'all gonna look at?
Okay, all right, come
I
on.
don't think she gets some projectiles for her.
I can't, bro.
She must have that long range
I'm wrapping up
taser.
this fucking video,
That shit
bro.
that
I
hit from
can't.
30 meters away.
I can't. Women like this are just so, they're delusional about what actually happens in reality. I'm happy that you have the ability to protect yourself, but the point he's making though is that if a robber came in there right now, which as a side note is a fucking crazy example, but hey, whatever. The fact that you ran with it is dumb. Okay, but sure, if a robber came in there, no, you're not about to sit here and immediately start defending yourself. You would look for them to defend you. Let's cut the cap. That would be your first state of action.
That's to protect y'all,
Why
right?
would I be looking at you to protect me?
You just met me.
If we're in a relationship, come on, don't be the coy. If we're in a relationship, if a robber coming right now with the gun, I'm supposed to protect you, right? That's the
If
job
you
of me.
wanna,
So I'm risking my.
And that's your prerogative.
So if your man.
No,
get-
nigga,
I'm getting out this fucking
Look.
I don't want to do it either.
Yeah, I'm
so.
done. I actually can't. Cause y'all are sitting there just arguing just to argue, bro. Yo, we wrapping this fucking video up. Y'all are arguing just to argue because y'all think y'all making points. And what's crazy is the points y'all are trying to make are actually idiotic points. We all know what it is. If you want to protect me, I guess.
I mean, you don't
If
have
that's your
to.
prerogative, Nigga, what? Nigga, what? You dating a nigga who is up to his decision making on the fly if he's want to protect you or not. You dating that type of nigga? No, you're not, bro. Shut up. I'm done with this video. Y'all are fucking bozos. Straight bozos. I can't with y'all. Y'all are done. Yo, click this video right here, play back, because I'm done with these idiots, and we'll catch y'all next time. Jesus Christ. She said, what if I answered the fucking call? Yo, this is the movie.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out.
Yo, play back. Welcome back. We here with another banger. Eight of the table is trying to answer the age-old question about marriage and prenups and is marriage an insurance policy for women?
I feel like if you're gonna invest in Shorty and you already thinking like, oh, she's gonna leave me when she gets on, she's gonna leave me. So every move that you make, every benefit that you allow her to have, you have to make sure it's benefiting you at the long run.
So you're with the person now because you think you're on a certain pedestal and they're not. And once they surpass you or get on the same level, they don't need you anymore. So that's a problem within yourself. You cannot think like that.
If I put all my eggs in this basket and this basket breaks, where do I end up?
Now, if
so
a
let me
woman-
protect, let me put some type of protection in myself.
You're just projecting at that point.
No, I'm not.
Can I say something? One thing real
Bro, he's not.
Look, yo.
I don't even know what they're saying, but no, he's not.
Look, A&P, business.
Yes.
We got a business, man. It's the LLC.
Yes.
Now, A&P has business insurance, general business insurance. We have errors and emissions insurance. We have renters insurance. It's not because I think we need them. It's not because I think we'll ever need them. It's just, if we do need them, it'll be fucking fantastic to have it. You know what I'm saying? So, in the same sense,
It's also not projection.
people acting like being preventative is like,
a negative thing.
A man can have sex until he fucking dies and makes kids damn near that whole
she's
time.
bad, bro.
A female is
What?
I'm trying to hear what you about to say. 'Cause it sound like she about to say some nut shit. No cap.
actually sacrificing more because we don't get our
say that
looks
again.
damn
Say
near
that
that
again.
whole
Say it
time.
in
A man
Say it
can
in
have
full.
sex until he fucking dies and makes kids damn near that whole time. A female is actually sacrificing more because we don't get our looks back, our tits start sagging, our ass starts getting flat. We ain't got time to be playing with y'all like that.
Just stop playing.
No, marry me or let me keep it moving because at the end of the day, I can't keep playing these games like y'all can keep playing these games.
Yeah, but you ain't-
Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's a sacrifice as well. Give me my insurance because I'm taking care of your kids. That shit is hard. I'm taking care of the home. You got somewhere cozy and clean to come home to. Because if you were by yourself, you would just come home to your pissy ass toilet. You're half a fucking shower curtain, and that's how you gotta live. But when you have a female, she's gonna take care of home and make sure everything's.
You know why? You know why we got half a shower curtain?
This is already so fucking
Marcel,
dumb, bro.
this lady
this is
here-
so fucking dumb.
This lady here,
Everything
love.
she said was so dumb.
She believes that the value she provides putting a shower curtain on the shower is so it just transcends
Yeah, so mind
all
so
your hard
everything.
work at the workplace.
Oh my god.
Because she makes it at home. Yo, bro, if it was important, he would just do it.
Hey, we don't care. We're living life perfectly fine. Half of the stuff you talking about is made comfortable for you to live there.
Because you care.
'Cause you
so
care.
you're doing it for you. Stop pretending like you're
I
doing this shit.
was perfectly fine with my pissy toilet for literally 7 years of my life. I'm fine with that. You care about that stuff.
God, that's
so stop
hilarious.
make it seem like it just made my life just completely better.
That's so,
when the toilet
isn't that
was clean.
crazy? She could do something for herself and, say she's
also-
doing it for the man.
And also, like, you need to realize, like, you sitting there saying, like, she essentially said, we can't play games when we're young because our looks are going to go. And so, like, that's what we're risking right now. Which is
true.
Which is fine, but that's still a you problem because that's essentially saying that's the only value I bring are my looks. So instead of actually working on yourself to provide other things that a man may need, while you sitting there doing that, work on yourself. Do something else.
You a good space to work in. Our good years are gone. Y'all are still old, getting money, and still having young girls, sugar babies, and all kinds of stuff, and living your best life, driving a Ferrari. And
Man, that is a nasty attitude. You know how you can help clean that up?
Oh, man.
By using today's sponsor, Teach Hanley. Teach Hanley is the best when it comes to men's skincare. Helps simplify the whole process and makes it easy to understand.
Today we're recommending you all to be very simple and basic with the level 1 system. In it comes with a daily face wash to get rid of all of the dirt. Welcome back, play back. Here with another banger. Finally, we have a woman holding other women accountable, man. It's about time.
What you mean? Like what you can?
Welcome back, Playback. We here with another banger. Gonna have to figure out, A, the table can tell us what is it exactly that a woman's supposed to bring to the table if she earns more.
If you're making a certain amount and you can't get shit done, then yeah, how are you gonna be with anybody?
You know, he provided this home for us, you know, and it didn't matter who was making how much money. This is our home.
What you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table.
I'm glad we're finally talking about
This
it.
is the only reason why I wanted him to watch his video.
I was so glad we're finally talking. I can't wait till we get to this part.
For your life,
Hey, let's get to this
like
shit.
mentality into relationship.
Talk your shit.
So say Aaron made 70. Even if the man made 40, if he was still taking care of her, then I don't think that
it has to balance.
Yeah, then there's the balance because like you were saying, Rico, it's all about who you are as a man. Like if you were able to be the man of the relationship and take care of what you need to take care of, like in your relationship and like, you know, do the man duties, then it shouldn't really matter how much you make if you're getting it done. If you're making a certain amount and you can't get shit done, then yeah, how are you gonna be with anybody?
Yeah, she can make 70 and he can make 40 as long as he's taking care of her. But then she also goes back to say that if he's making less money than her, she's more prone to disrespect his manhood, right?
Well, and take it back 2 more steps. I'm
I'm
more
taking
inclined
more
to
inclined.
disrespect him if he does something or says something.
Yeah. If he gives you a reason.
No, but see, that's the thing. I don't play those games, and my husband knows that about me. You come for me, and I'm not dilly-dallying around. Like, I'm literally going to say the most hurtful thing that I can to you. No, I'm.
How you feel about that? Though? She's saying that if you make 40 and I make 70, you still have to take care of me.
But that literally defeats the point of, like, if you're engaged with somebody and you're emotionally connected to the person, you should never feel inclined to disrespect them. Point blank fucking period.
Yeah.
Let's say he goes through a down. Now what? Now she's just allowed to disrespect the man?
Yeah.
Another man is being disrespected because his business went under and now he's in debt.
Any disagreement that y'all have, he's on the edge just thinking like she's about to just disrespect me.
Oh my God.
Any
Has she lost
response that
respect
she's
for me?
about to
Oh.
give to me is going to be based off how much money I have. That's such a nasty.
How could you be in a marriage with a person that doesn't
Such a
indefinitely respect you?
Such a nasty way to look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Then she's gonna go full force.
but
I
this-
understand
yes,
that.
and that's
But
gonna happen.
She's making, like, especially if the woman is making more money and hypothetically speaking, like paying for more things within the household. Naturally, like the man's masculinity is going to be threatened. So when he kind of like talks sideways to the woman who's basically the one paying the bills because she's making more, like of course she's gonna put up like argument.
What this sounds like is resentment.
Yeah.
The fact that he makes less than you resent that. And you're not okay with it, but you tolerate it.
Exactly.
And so just wait for him to fuck up and snap! You have my wrath!
Yep. There's not a man on this earth who's gonna sit there and say, yo, it's cool, dog, you just start calling your wife out of her name because you make more money than her. You take care of it. That's like, no one is saying, no one in their mind would say that would be justifiable if a man disrespects a woman because he take care of all the financial aspects. But now you're saying that, no, let's pause. It's understandable if that happens.
Yeah.
Stop it.
You gotta think about how much she's doing now, Marcel.
Not paying. So like y'all got this one thing.
to
Like,
say, because-
there's a difference between a woman making more and a woman paying bills.
And he makes a great point because if I make 60 and you make 80 and we live in an apartment that's just say $1,800, say $2,000 a month, right? So if you're not paying the rent, I'm the person that's paying the rent. You might be paying a light bill. But and at the end of the day, if I'm paying the rent, you saved what? That's $24,000 a year. So how you gonna disrespect me? You won't even be saving goddamn $24,000
No,
a year
you're right.
on
And Amanda alluded to that. She's saying if you make less, okay, cool. But if you make less and you still can't take care of the basic necessities in this relationship or in our house, that's the problem. That means all the lights, the ceiling fans, all the shit electrically based or whatever, you take care of it. So that's monetizing what your skill is. So it adds to our
And
household.
that's called providing. And I want to make sure that y'all understand that men provide in more than just a financial way. And that's my problem, because if I sit here and ask, okay, cool, if I pay every bill in this house, right, and I fix everything in this house because I'm an electrician, what are you bringing to the table as a woman? What do you realistically do?
You know not to ask that question.
I know.
Come on, man.
It's
because there might not be an answer now.
Because you know it's not an answer. We all know as men it's not really an answer. Because again, that defeats the whole purpose. The whole purpose of women getting to this point of independence so they can make money is not to still live a traditional lifestyle. That's literally pointless. That's literally pointless. Why is it still the man's duty to take care of everything, even if he's making less than you?
And every lady here, I want to know, what are you bringing to the table for the man that takes care of you?
Here we go. And take notes. So what I do is I make that house that you pay for, that you pay that mortgage for, I make it at home. I cook the meals. I'm washing clothes.
That's $100 a week.
Don't play with me.
I can get it made.
No. You see that's where you're going wrong. It costs more than $100 a week to have somebody cook for you, to have somebody clean up after you. Because a lot of times you men become our children. All right, we drink.
The fact that she feels like, Lo, that she has to belittle the man to make her point.
Exactly.
It's so sad.
Exactly.
That means you don't really have any true value. That's like if you was at basketball tryouts and you go to coach and you start talking shit about the next player, like, nah, he can't even really handle the way I. Because it's like there's no need to do that. If you actually have substance, you would just go out there and show that.
Exactly.
So this is. Jesus.
But in what world is it that we can be in any type of relationship and you provide financially everything for me, and yet I'm still viewed as a child? Shut up. Just shut up.
Y'all, we pick out y'all clothes. We cook for y'all. We wash y'all's clothes. We clean up behind y'all. When y'all leave your little piss
Aaron,
on the
that's
floor.
what you're a good woman, and that's what you do. But let's be clear here. It's a lot of.
We're talking about me.
Listen, I own a barbershop.
We're talking about me.
No, I got you, but you saying we. Speak for yourself. Because I work in a barbershop, right? I own my own shop. The men complain that it started off that way, but then they start slacking. They don't do what they don't keep up with that same type of energy, but they expect the man to keep that same energy of continue on providing in that aspect. So I'm hearing the complaints. So you can speak for yourself, but a lot of women say, I don't want to cook.
But I
they
keep
want you to
saying
provide,
that.
but they don't want to cook.
I keep saying that. We talking about Aaron Campbell.
Okay.
About.
It wasn't because you kept using the word we.
You said we.
Yeah, you said we a
Numerous
lot.
times.
I want Guy in Blue to get back to his point real quick, because we have cleaners that come here every week and make sure the house is clean.
Yep.
She makes my bed. She puts my assault rifle on the fireplace. She does all of it for me, and I don't need to marry her to do that.
Maybe in her circumstance it may be different because she apparently has a job and she makes money. But most women who are dependent on a man financially, they probably don't have. They don't have a job, or even if they do, it's nowhere near enough to put them in a financially secure situation. So that if I'm a man that's making $100,000 and that's enough to take care of everything, also to the point where if I need to, I can just go hire somebody to take care of everything for us as well. You calling me a child, it's like at bare minimum, that's what you should be doing.
Also,
at bare minimum.
Also, if I'm providing everything financially, can you imagine the gall I'd have to call you a child? I'm providing for you, so you're a child.
Even though, if we want to be clear, she would be the child.
Yes.
Because as a child, you depend on your mother and your father to provide that lifestyle for you.
Yeah,
the person who's not bringing nothing to the table financially is the one who's actually the child.
What you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your life. You can't buy somebody to buy you a home. I could buy somebody to cook and clean for my house. I can't buy a person to come give me a house, give me a car, take care of me, and make sure all my bills are in the house.
But I can still do that. That's what
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying that you're not. And I'm saying that you're not willing to. So, you know, I really, really sat down and thought about this, and I personally feel like, you know, you got the typical traditional way, right, where the man has to provide the house and everything, right? Because growing up in the 1985, let's just say, or 1940s, women had less rights or made less money. So the man had to compensate for the restrictions that they placed on women. But now we're in 2021. There is no restrictions on women.
Rico.
Women can get a great job. women do have great jobs.
That's
Women
right.
have the right to go to
Is there
college.
equal pay?
Yes, actually.
it's not.
Time out, guys. Time out, guys. I want to We're gonna get right into that, but I want to let you know there is equal pay, but it is multivariate. But
He's a smart guy. You know what he just said? So this is what happens. They'll take all the men, average income is this for a position. They'll take all the women, average income is this for this position. He said it's multivariate. The reality is, when you play the averages, women tend to not be so, what's the word?
Career driven?
No. Women could be just as career driven. Women tend to, on average, be more agreeable than men.
Okay.
So that's one of the things in the multivariate equation that leads to women being paid less. If you don't know how to ask for it, the amount of times I'm working with somebody and they just ask for a pay raise, and then I think on it and go, I think they're worth that much, okay. But you have to be willing to ask and negotiate for it. If you're too afraid to rub bones, but there's like it's multivariate, and people don't dive deeper into why some women are paid less than some men. There are some demons out there that just pay them less just off the fact that they're a female, 100%. But I'm glad he just said that word. That makes me so happy. Why don't we talk about that?
But I'm also happy that he's not sticking on it, because they're, again, purposefully missing the point.
They did just misdirect the entire conversation.
Yeah, because the point that he's making is that the restrictions that were once laid upon women that prevented them from even making money to begin with no longer exist. And because those restrictions are not there, women, even if you want to argue that it's not the same as men, are certainly making more than enough money now, more money than they've ever been, to properly be a part of the finances in a relationship.
Women do have that great right, and they deserve it. I'm not saying that women don't deserve it. I'm actually happy to see that women can do everything that a man could do in terms of any occupation or any type of earning money or earning a salary. And now in 2021, when a woman can make the same amount of money as a man. Like when I went to college at Montclair State University, 63% were women. You understand?
So
that means
y'all
37% were men. That means there was almost double women in a college institute that I was in.
That means y'all run the work. Y'all actually, there's more y'all in the workforce. So
Exactly.
yes, men probably make more money if they get that position, but people like us.
I hate that this is where the conversation went, or that nobody has yet brought up the fact that sometimes people pick careers that pay less, and sometimes people pick careers that pay more. It's just a matter of fact.
You see, you're getting away from
And it's so effective too. It's such a fantastic misdirection, man. And I play fighters, so I know all about trying to misdirect your opponent. This right here is a parry. That's what they call it in fighting games. When somebody doesn't attack, and instead of trying to defend or attack back, you just parry. And your parry actually sets up your own attack. And that's what they're doing here. It is a traditional parry in fighters.
And you know,
humor.
I promise you, every video we watch, there's very rarely any conversation about the characteristics as a woman that they're going to bring. Everything is just either I am the table or paper towels. That's it, dog. That's what she said.
Hey, y'all enjoyed the video, man. Catch our last 8 at the table. If not, we got some extra content we're shooting in our Patreon. We are about to go out and shoot some IRL stuff, hopefully.
Facts.
You've inspired me, so look out for those videos. If not, we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Welcome back, Playback. We here with another video. We're gonna watch some therapy breakdown, some relationships. Bam! Patreon member right here.
Wow.
I'll be on the screen.
Why don't you look at that?
Click the link in the description.
The reason why obviously I brought Deborah to therapy with me is I feel like she doesn't value my words. So I'm just questioning my manhood as well.
In what way?
So being a provider, I provide for her, of course, but I feel like with her high expectations and the things that she expects from me. So an example was, okay, I got a Gucci bag. As soon as, probably 2 weeks,